start vlogging my life. I just thought I would start vlogging it because, is this gonna work? Do you work here? Oh my god, that's totally gonna work. I decided to start vlogging because, hello, I don't know, no one vlogs their Los Angeles trip, their big transition into this crazy freaking place. They talk about how great it is once they've set themselves up here, and everybody just sees a snippet of it, but it's crazy. And everybody's journey is different, mind you. Some people come here with such an incredible purpose and know how to be here. That's great, and that's one thing, but that's not really what happened to me. So I started a pin business the other day, and it didn't just show up one day. It was an idea I've had for like 2 or 3 months. I love the one-liners that are now enamel pins that a lot of designers and artists are making, and I've collected quite a few myself. They're so easy to collect when they're 8 to 10 bucks, and they're just so funny to me. And I'm like, I could design this, I could do this. So I started to make some. I opened a shop, and now I've started an Instagram and a Facebook page for my stuff, and I'm just trying to sell them because honestly, if you're not working, you should be doing something that's either like making you feel good or making you better at a skill you're already started in. And so that's kind of what the pins serve as well. And I just really like it. I just think it'll be fun and funny, and as it grows I have ideas for it, and I am just like really stoked about it. I love looking at pins. I love talking to people who make them. I just love the whole thing. I went to an expo. I paid like 20 bucks to go to a pin and patch expo that was also like streetwear stuff I wasn't interested in, and like just talked to people and like bought some of their pins, and like I met some people I'd been following online in like real life, and that was fun, and it was great, and I loved it. It's about tongue-in-cheek stuff. It's about laughing. It's about one-liners. It's about jokes. It's about having fun, because life is expensive and politics are scary, and like it's kind of a scary time. Like, at least for me it is. I don't know I don't know how I'm gonna afford my life. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what value to put on myself in the things that I do. So I'm working on something that just makes me laugh and isn't that serious. And if I think it's funny, other people will too. I don't know. I should really be documenting this part of my life, because whether this is a year, 2 years, 3, I have no idea anymore. I thought my guts kind of knew, but they don't. I'm flying by the seat of my pants for like the first time in my life. I've always known what I was gonna do and how I was gonna do it, and right now I don't have a fucking clue. When you move here, it's really crazy because like it's just such a shock, and like you know it's gonna be, but like you can't know how it's gonna affect you. And it's just, people live on top of each other here. It's hot here, it's fast here, like it's just really different. And like, of course it fucking is, but it's different in a way that makes you homesick, in a way you never thought you could be, even if you had no desire to stay in your home. Like, you just want to run back to like what you know. And like that, I wasn't necessarily prepared for, because I'm so like, well, we're doing this now, da, 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 and like just go for it. And like now or then I didn't have that, but I feel like once you get over that hump, like it's a lot easier to be here. Like it's way easier to be here than it used to be 6 months ago or last month or the month before. But also my living situation got better and it's more positive, so that's great too. Keeping your confidence here is really hard too, like because there's so many different calibers of people around. Having the confidence in what you actually do well and keeping it is pretty difficult, and that's a little bit of a surprise for me, I guess. Well, those are all my car thoughts for now, so maybe I'll film something more interesting later, or not, I don't know. What? What? I don't know what you want. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. today I spent the day calling strangers and contacting pin shops that I like to trade. So, if you have a pin shop and you like Nicolas Cage here, I will do a pin trade with you. If you message me, send me a pin, I'll send you mine. So, that was cool. I got a couple hits for that, and then I made these little cards to put them on. And then there's a shop on Melrose. It's called New Profanity, and the lady who owns that shop is super cool and super nice. And I think her shop followed me on Instagram, so I check it out every time I get a follower from any one of my Instagram accounts. I always check them out. And her shop is made entirely out of stuff that like artists make, so that's cool. I have some original drawings hanging for sale in her shop. I have prints available of the same drawings, but like these are the originals and they're big and they're impressive and stuff. So I did that today. I called a Sony executive. I called a bunch of print shops, like screen printing shops. And then there was this woman at the art walk I did a couple weeks ago who gave me this other woman's number, so I called her, and she was really interesting and really fun to talk to. She's an actress slash YouTuber slash magician slash she owns a print shop too. So she gave me a lot of really good advice. Like, she really had no stake whatsoever in me, and she gave me some really good advice about how to like meet people and talk to people in Hollywood. So that was kind of cool. So that was my morning, and yeah. So I'm just kind of working on networking today and making Nicolas Cage pins. That's all. Well, right now we are off to Melrose to go drop off some Nick Cage pins at the store New Profanity, which is a store made, or not a store made, but it's a store that has artists made things in it. And a lot of my, well, not a lot of my, but some of my favorite original artworks that I have are in that store for sale. So if you're ever in the Los Angeles area on Melrose and want to buy some of my artwork, that's where you can get it. But right now I'm bringing it over, you don't know what it is. I'm bringing over a couple of the Nick Cage pins from the Be Subtle shop to be sold in her store. So we're on our way there to drop off some pins. So that'll be cool. Yeah.